We have a large inventory here, so if somebody just needs a random piece, we might be able to supply that versus with our stock inventory, we have anything from tiny diameter, a ½ inch, 3/8 inch, to all the way up to 16-inch diameter. We might have something that somebody's looking for.
And now that we have a much better understanding of Langley Alloys, their strategy, and their history, we're now surrounded by loads of bar stock and with Stephanie, our operations specialist here, to tell us about all of the things exciting from when they receive the parts to when they're getting shipped out to these customers. So knowing that and all of these pieces have a specific journey, can you tell us a little bit more about when you receive them to when they're getting shipped out? Would love to know more.
Sure. Well, we have containers brought in monthly, and we bring them straight into the warehouse. We can unload them with the overhead cranes or with the forklifts. The materials separated, color-coded, all for traceability, for our customers, for certifications, all of that. And we use the overhead cranes to load up these racks for vertical storage. They're right behind the saws, so that makes it even faster for us to get the saws loaded up and cut for customers and out the door.
And so speaking of equipment that you're using, I'm curious if we could dive deeper into some of the capabilities, the tools and machines that you're using every single day to provide that value to those end users.
I think the most valuable thing is our overhead cranes. We have 2 of them, and so our water jet machine is able to utilize one, and our packagers and saw operators are able to use the second one.
Interesting. And as you've grown and implemented a lot of these newer operations to be as efficient as possible, what type of impact has that had on your customers?
It's definitely improved our lead times the most. Our 4 new saws, that has shortened our lead time for cutting. Went from maybe 2 weeks down to 1 week. That helps the most. When a customer calls and needs a piece, we're able to help them out in a short time.
So I'm sure it's great to be able to serve the small mom and pops all the way up to those enterprise type of clients, but we both know those bring lots of different challenges and needs and requirements. So what is it that Langley is doing to provide the same level of service across the board?
We treat the small customers the same as we would our larger customers that have very strict requirements. If whatever a customer requires, we're able to meet it with stenciling, color coding, specific packaging requirements, certification requirements, testing, anything like that. We do our best to meet those.
Being able to serve everyone is great, but as we both know, the smaller shops have sometimes faster and more unique capabilities. Are you able to work with them just as well as you are some of those larger accounts?
Oh, definitely. We do a lot of small cut orders, or we have large cut orders. It doesn't matter if you need 1 piece or if you need 1,000 pieces, we can get it done for you. It just depends on what your requirements are.
And how exactly are you able to provide that same level of service on those smaller one-off orders in tandem with filling those larger orders that I'm sure you're pursuing?
We have a large inventory here, so if somebody just needs a random piece, we might be able to supply that versus with our stock inventory, we have anything from tiny diameter, ½ inch, 3/8 inch, to all the way up to 16-inch diameter. So we might have something that somebody's looking for.
So knowing that you have these consistent orders coming from longtime customers day in, day out, how are you able to maintain the flexibility to fulfill these one-off orders that you're talking about?
With our production log, we try and keep a little padding, so that way if somebody calls, they're in a rush, they need something, we're able to accommodate them with a fast cut order and out the door.
So you've added lots of capability and clearly with intention. Now, how has this added capability, this efficiency, this bolster to your current strategy directly affected your end users, and what type of response are you getting with all of this added capability?
Our customers are definitely a lot happier with our lead times. We're able to get their orders in, processed a lot faster, supply them with all their products, and meet their deadlines, what they need.